Anyways, moving on to paint color selection. So I can't tell you how important this stage is, that we want nice bright colors.
Choose paint colors that are bold and bright and vibrant and contrasting, so it's more appealing to children.
And you know, paint's a little pricey, so we don't want to make any mistakes in that area too. But speaking about price, you know, there's always cheaper ways to do paint. You can just ask for people to donate their light colored house paint. We got all this pale beige, creamy house paint, and I took it into my paint store and I said, hey, I'd love to have this tinted to this color. And what I find is that paint stores and hardware stores, they're more than happy to help. So that way, you know, you're not necessarily going to have the exact shade of orange that you want or the exact shade of purple, but you can certainly be a little bit closer and do it for a whole lot cheaper. If you're a small church, you can go to the mistakes that are made at any given hardware store or paint shop, and a lot of times they'll even let you tint them a slightly different color. So I have a palette of brights that are my palette almost every single year. So no matter what the theme is, an Egyptian year, a safari year, a castle year, an amusement park year, I always pull from the same palette of brights, and then usually we have to add to that to represent the theme additionally. So this year, you know, we're going to have a lot of neutrals, right? So I started to think about a palette to paint the mountain. So I've got, you know, 5 colors selected for the mountain. I was thinking about some colors for the lodge roof. I knew for my hippos, even though hippos aren't really purple, that I wanted them to appear purple. I was thinking about just some more neutrals to use for the lions, a yellow, a buff, browns. So we have all kinds of colors for water. Instead of being more typically light blue, I wanted to be a little more teal about it. So you just start to think of your paint selection and meeting the needs of whatever project that you know you've got to implement, while using your base bright accents to roll throughout the project. And so now I need to come into my sketch and assign every single thing to be represented in my paint log. So for instance, I have selected the color Believable Buff. So over here we have a sandbar by the flamingos, and I'm going to roll out a sheet of 4 foot by 8 foot cardboard in the Believable Buff, and so I know that that's designated for that. And additionally, I'm going to do 2 more sheets of cardboard for all of these cheetahs. So we've got a little cheetah here, a little cheetah there. So we've got our cheetahs that also need that base rolled out for them. I know that I need 16 sheets of 4 by 8 cardboard just devoted to the color Mountain Air. I have a lot of clouds in my set, and so I just know that the Mountain Air painted color is all designated and earmarked for clouds. So for instance, to make a long story short, just every single thing that's rolled out, you know exactly what it's for, and then things are less confusing later. So this is a very important process, especially it gets you real organized. So before all your people come in, it gets you organized, but also it helps you to know how much paint to buy. So it's not only thinking about what each piece is about, but it helps me to know that if I have 8 sheets of exuberant pink that are going to be rolled out, that I need to buy 2 gallons of paint for that. So it just helps you get organized and to better plan. So when you go the next morning and you've got a whole gem of cardboard and you turn it over and you flatten it, and the next day you're thinking, what did I need all those colors for? And this is what you come back to. This is always what you come back to.